Kelly Clarkson stepped to the stage to perform her rendition of the popular song, What It Sounds Like by Cop Demon Hunters, channeling her inner demon hunter. In response to public demand, the singer and presenter of The Kelly Clarkson Show sang the song during her well-liked Kellyoke segment. Kelly offered a heartfelt performance of the song before stepping up the tempo and stretching her vocal range, giving the character Rumi a serious run for her money. Given that the vocalists of the fictional girl group UNTR/X, EJAE, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Amy have been singing their hit song Golden live, it's interesting that this song choice was a pleasant surprise for fans. You probably recognize that song, or you have been living under a rock. What It Sounds Like from the Cop Demon Hunters soundtrack. Clarkson said to the crowd. It's a cool soundtrack, she continued. It is comparable to the greatest pop soundtrack. I really adore it. She continued with a passionate performance of the song, which made it to the Billboard Hot 100 lists. I would die if you sang anything from K-pop Demon Hunters, exclaimed Arden Cho, who voices Rumi in the movie, long before Kelly could take the stage. Singer Ray Amy discussed a potential Clarkson cover in a previous interview with Collider, stating, Kelly Clarkson, you know when she covers a song. EJ added, she always does better. Fans responded to the cover on social media by writing, Kelly Clarkson can really sing ANYTHING, SUTE shut up, KLOISANGWISL, said another tweeter. I was sedated by someone when we first heard it live. Kelly, said another. I'm crying, girl. When I first heard this, I sobbed for about half an hour. Mother Kelly is so gorgeous. Cop Demon Hunters won big at the 83rd Golden Globes, right after winning the Critics' Choice Awards. The movie won the Golden Globes for Best Animated Motion Picture and Best Original Song for Golden. Along with being a strong contender for an Oscar nomination, the movie and its song are also predicted to win the show. A vibrant and committed group of writers, the TOI Entertainment Desk works non-stop to provide readers of the Times of India with up-to-date information on the entertainment industry. Our staff travels the world to provide you with the most recent rumors and exclusive information from Bollywood to Hollywood, and every entertainment hotspot in between. No red carpet gets unrolled, no stage goes dark. We tell stories of fame and unknown tales in addition to reporting. The TOI Entertainment Desk is your front row seat to the intriguing stories that mold the entertainment landscape, whether it's the emergence of a new sensation or the seasoned journey of an industry veteran. We offer a celebration of culture that goes beyond the breaking news. We investigate how entertainment interacts with politics, culture, and daily life. It frequently seems as though Kelly Clarkson is narrating a story that somehow belongs to everyone listening when she opens her mouth to sing. However, the moment struck in a new way this time. Fans are already describing Kelly's performance as one of her most emotionally impactful in years after she gave a passionate rendition of K-pop Demon Hunters' highlight song, What It Sounds Like. The response was swift, intense, and intensely personal. Social media was inundated with reactions from admirers within minutes of the video becoming public, acknowledging that they had cried, watched it several times, or felt astonished by the performance. What could have been just another cover became a collective emotional release that served as a reminder to listeners of why Kelly Clarkson is still regarded as one of the most reliable voices in contemporary pop music. A song with greater significance than anticipated, What It Sounds Like, may seem like an odd choice for Kelly Clarkson at first. K-pop Demon Hunters, an animated production that blends pop extravaganza, fantasy tale, and emotional vulnerability, is the source of the song. Its message of identity, resiliency, and the bravery required to let the world hear your genuine voice, however, is hidden beneath its glitzy production and cinematic roots. Kelly Clarkson is familiar with those topics. In fact, they are essential to her work. Kelly didn't attempt to rework the song when she came to it. Rather, she emotionally stripped it down, allowing the message to land with a quiet intensity and the words to breathe. As though she were singing to each listener one-on-one, rather than in front of a large audience, her voice, tender yet unrelenting, strong yet controlled, transformed the song into something unvarnished and personal. The voice of Kelly Clarkson, a safe space for feelings. Kelly Clarkson has been associated with emotional honesty for almost 20 years. Fans have grown to accept her voice as a space where emotions are let to exist without apology. Thanks to her early American Idol days, as well as her chart-topping anthems and heartache ballads, this cover struck a deep chord precisely because of that confidence. Kelly didn't go for theatrical runs or vocal fireworks in What It Sounds Like. Rather, she concentrated on clarity, making every note meaningful and every syllable given with care. The outcome resembled a confession more than a performance. Listeners had a moment of familiarity in addition to simply hearing a song. The cover seemed healing, according to many fans, especially for people who struggle with self-expression or feel ignored in their own lives. A cross-genre moment's unexpected power, the unexpectedness of the performance contributed to its powerful impact. It would have felt gimmicky for a well-known pop star to perform a song from an animated K-pop endeavor. Rather, it emphasized the universality of honest feeling and good songwriting. Kelly's rendition demonstrated that emotion is not limited by genres, by bridging the worlds of Western pop, animation storytelling, and K-pop aesthetics. She respected the song's original spirit while introducing it to a completely new audience by entering a K-pop Demon Hunters song. Longtime Kelly fans appreciated her willingness to try something different from her regular repertoire, while moviegoers commended her for honoring the song's emotional essence. "I didn't expect to cry like this," say fans in response. Reactions flooded in almost immediately after the video was released. Some admirers claimed that the honesty of her voice moved them to tears in a matter of seconds. Others acknowledged that the song was more impactful coming from Kelly, whose life experiences, public victories, private hardships, and obvious development add layers of significance to each line she sings. Many spectators related how they watched the performance late at night, silently re-watched it, or texted others, saying something like, "You need to hear this." Across platforms, the comment sections evolved into online group therapy sessions that were brimming with appreciation, openness, and mutual feeling. It has nothing to do with voice flawlessness, it was about making a connection. Why it feels so personal on this cover. The path Kelly Clarkson has taken in life has not been straightforward. Fans have followed her as she has dealt with celebrity, motherhood, divorce, reinvention, and self-discovery throughout the years, all the while remaining warm and honest. The lived experience is important. People believe Kelly when she sings about finding your voice and sticking to your convictions even when they are uncomfortable. She sounds like someone who has experienced suffering and resiliency rather than someone who is just dreaming about it. Despite the fact that the song wasn't originally hers, this genuineness gave What It Sounds Like a new emotional depth that seemed intensely intimate. A performance without the need for flash, the performance's visuals complemented its emotional tone. Expensive sets and extravagant effects were absent. Kelly, the microphone, and the music remained the center of attention. Because of its simplicity, listeners were able to focus instead of becoming sidetracked. Every pause, every breath, and every tiny shift in tone felt deliberate. It served as a reminder that often the quietest performances have the greatest impact. Fans frequently remarked on how welcome it was to witness such a moment in a society that is sometimes fixated on show. Presenting Cop Demon Hunters to new audiences, fans of Kelly Clarkson were the most outspoken, but her cover also brought Cop Demon Hunters back into the spotlight. Before seeing her performance, several viewers said they had never heard of the project. Curiosity suddenly grew. As they learned more about the film's plot and the emotional depth of its music, they started looking for the original song. In this way, Kelly did more than simply cover a song. She expanded its audience and gave it a more expansive emotional home. It is uncommon for artists and projects to cross-pollinate in this way, and when it does, it feels natural rather than forced. A reminder of Kelly Clarkson's perseverance in a field that is always looking for the next big thing. Kelly Clarkson's resilience stems from something far more classic: trust. Her honesty, love for music, and refusal to belittle people emotionally are all trusted by the audience. That trust was confirmed with this cover. It wasn't her song that went viral. She picked it because it had meaning, and each note made that meaning very evident. The performance was unpolished, genuine, and given without expecting anything in return. So it was almost like a gift. The aftershock of emotion. Fans kept talking about the performance for days after it was made public. Some claim to have gone back to it as background solace during trying times. Kelly was commended by others for reminding them of the importance of music, not as noise, but as a means of connection. Because the performance continued after the song ended, the emotional aftermath persisted. Long after the last note died, it continued to reverberate in people's minds. That's what makes a cover genuinely meaningful. A shared moment, not just a cover. Kelly Clarkson's rendition of What It Sounds Like was a shared emotional experience rather than merely a musical moment. It transcended generations, genres, and expectations, demonstrating that the right song and voice can still stop listeners cold. Kelly served as a reminder of the importance of just listening and being heard in a world full with distractions. And supporters weren't merely observing, based on the sobs, the messages, and the incessant replays.